So Zane, Josh, Caitlin, and I get in this Uber, and it's a normal trip. We play. Have you ever played Josh Man's game, Unlimited Questions? Infinite Questions?
Yeah, I hate his stupid fucking game.
So we play Infinite Questions most of the way there.
The rules are simple. Just follow the name of the title of the game.
Yeah, you'll get there soon enough.
He's thinking of a thing, and you get Infinite Questions.
So there's no lose state. There's only a win state.
You kind of get a multiplier.
Like
if your
20
question
questions.
is running like a 30-minute and no one's got it, you're scoring points.
Okay.
But it's more of a cooperative
But no
game.
one's tracking.
Yeah, it's a cooperative game. So we're all in the Uber, we're having a good time, and Zane and Caitlin are going to the Princess Castle,
Yes.
which was beautiful. But we eventually get there to Rye, this little English town, which is what you think of when you think of England, cobbled roads and these beautiful pubs.
In the Shire, and there's a sword, and you have to use it.
And for some reason, unbeknownst to me and Josh get out of the only Uber in Rye.
Yeah.
Like, no one is going to pick us back up.
If you guys looked at this shit on a map, you would see Brighton, which is a big coastal city, and then Rye to the west of it, which is a small city, and then where we are, Camber, which is really small.
So all we had to do was add another stop and come here.
Yeah.
But Josh wants to shower or he wants to check it out. We're having fun with Zane and Caitlin. So we go in and they've got dinner prepared because Caitlin called forward.
Jesus Christ.
I have a baguette, an egg baguette that's been slid into my pocket. It's been in there 5 hours, and that's going to be my dinner.
Like a fucking peasant.
Yeah.
That's a real Pontins dinner.
You should have something in your wallet.
Yeah,
the pillow.
next to the pillow.
you tuck it in.
So I'm strapped. I'm going to be fine. I have my pocket sando. And we get in there. It's really nice. We have a couple of drinks. We have dinner. We're having a great time. And time keeps going by, and it gets to about midnight. And we're like, well, we should call a cab and go. And we start calling cab services, and of course there's nothing, but Caitlin is the only one who has a phone that can call people. So she goes down the whole list, calls all of these cab companies. No one's going to come and pick us up.
I hear that the front desk person, when you asked if you get a cab, laughed at you.
Yeah.
That's
a cab at this time of night.
In Rye,
we don't have power right now.
hotel hasn't tapped up its meter.
You know I chopped a rabbit's head off an hour ago.
Yeah, so we're stranded and we start trolling Zane. We put some bags in their room, and it's a pretty small room. We start eyeing off the floor space next to the beds.
Like hungry animals.
Yeah.
Licking your lips.
It was a bed and like a 2-seater couch, and I was like, "Oh, 2 queens, we're fine."
and see, because Miles, the difference between Miles and Josh is that Miles will be like, "Can I sleep here?" But Josh will be like, is the floor comfy?
Yeah. He'll run some shit like, "Oh, this carpet's really nice, actually."
He goes, "Oh, carpet."
It's like carpet. It's like weird that it's comfortable. So, are you guys actually gonna sleep on the floor? Maybe. If you don't,
and that's why he's Joshua the Asker, because he actually doesn't ask.
Joshua, well, he'd be like, "Well, can we use your bed?" You can say no.
Yeah, that's level 2 of Josh. It's while you're up, and also you can say no. It's fine. And then it's like, can I really, though?
He'll ask you for the shirt off your back and be like, "It's okay, though, if you can't."
He puts you in these unwinnable, like all in or fold situations, and you're like, but he's charming.
Okay, so you're
we're there, and...
Joy Thief!
Joy Thief.
No!
Just put it not in your pocket.
She's all right.
So we're there, and Zane clearly doesn't want us to stay in the room. But Caitlin's like, "Oh, no, they can stay."
Yeah.
And Zane's clearly... But he won't... He's kind of the defensive Josh, where he is not going to say no straight up. And Josh isn't asking straight up, so we're in a bit of a stalemate.
Yeah.
But then we go back down, and we start trolling Caitlin now. We're like, we'll just walk. And we're down to walk, but it's 1 a.m. in Canberra.
And how far is it?
Hour and 40. Neither of us have internet on our phones either. But what I realized at this point, when we're about to leave, is that I've lost my phone.
Completely, right?
It's slipped out of my pocket somewhere.
Yeah, and people were coming up to me and being like, I'm like a war veteran. Like, there's people coming up and they were like, "Hey, I've got a crazy thing. Miles lost his phone." And I'm like,
you're like,
which one? I'm like, this is like his 4th phone and his 8th wallet.
That's how you know you're not in the Matrix. You know the black cat that walks past? Like, they can't program in the consistency that I'll lose my phone at. So,
yeah, that's your dreidel at the end of Inception.
So I'm phoneless, and I'm like, Caitlin's expecting me to be having this freak out reaction. I'm kind of checking couch cushions and like retracing my steps a bit, and she's like, "Aren't you mad?" And I'm like, I lost my joy thief.
I guess I'll be happy now.
Oh no.
Oh,
In the moment with my friends on an adventure.
if anything, you were set free in that moment.
Yeah.
That's the cope that
The
Miles
handcuffs
says.
were taken off of
No,
me.
this is Miles's cope.
was unleashed.
Because for most it's a JB. Like
If you're
myself.
watching,
Is it a JB or a JT?
do a little introspection. If you're at home right now, is what's in your pocket a JB or a JT? Answer.
I was saying if I was like a Dark Souls enemy, you'd find my JB on the ground, and it's like Slime's joy greatsword, and it's like some people say this was a scourge, and some said it brought them salvation. Miles was cooking last night.
All right, bust down, bring him out.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
we're doing
Present
this in the
time.
morning because he has Valentine's and
Times.
you have
I got
Valentine's.
Valentine's.
Eamon and I.
Aiden's got like 3 or 4 Valentines. And
He's lined them up.
Is that true?
He's got a 4 or 6 and an 8.
Did you send the same message to like 7 people or what?
dear customer.
I didn't say happy.
Who does the template?
Thank you for ordering a pillow cube.
if you want to go on another date, type yes. All
Dude,
To
that's
stop
so
receiving
funny.
these messages. Type no,
Yeah,
guys.
type stop.
So Caitlin's shocked that we're about to walk, and Josh is like, "No, this is going to be the best part of the trip." I'm in for. I agree.
Yeah.
So we just leave. We both have suitcases. I'm rolling a like 15 kilo suitcase, and we just start walking down a cobblestone street. We have GPS, so we know where we need to go. It's about an hour and 40 walk. Me and Josh just like walking places. So
It's pitch black.
it's
though.
1 a.m.
Yeah,
So,
you're
yeah.
you're walking through English
They
countryside.
don't really have streetlights.
at 1 a.m.
We leave the Shire as 2 hobbits, and we set out. And we start walking, and we pretty quickly leave the town. And the path that the GPS wants us to take is kind of like a bike path. It's a dirt road near like a soccer pitch that just starts going out into the darkness. And there's no road or cars. On one side is houses, and on the other side is just a fence with hundreds of sheep. So we're walking down this dirt road, and we have about an hour and 40 on this dirt road ahead of us.
It's so fucked.
And there's no other way. We go through the gate, and we're just in English countryside in the pitch black.
Yeah.
And we start walking, and we know there's a lot of sheep. We hear, you know how you think, oh, sheep go bar? They're like, they're making a nice cartoon noise.
Well, it's because we have like the fucked up like Midsommar
I'm
sheep
nicked.
here.
I'm pretty nicked.
You're nicked?
No, I'm good though.
Dude, this is so disgusting.
Anyway, so we're walking down this dirt path, and in the distance we see 2 sheep that have escaped the enclosure on the path. And it's about 15 feet across and just this dirt path between houses and the fence, and we have nowhere to go. And they're not moving. They're just standing in the middle of the path going,
It's like 1:30
You have to
in the
give them 3
morning.
riddles.
and we were like, well, it's going to be very safe, but we didn't factor in the livestock angle.
Yeah, right.
And we don't have internet. I wanted to look up how dangerous are rams.
Yeah.
And we considered doubling back. Multiple times we backed off the encounter. We didn't want to get in their range. And the alternate path is an extra hour and a half. To go back and to go onto the main road, which circles around, is just like not an option. So we start wheeling our case. We backed out multiple times. We just have to be brave.
And like calculate whether or not you can take these sheep.
I'm too nicked. I got to unpack. The brake killed it.
We had to cut cameras. We had a technical issue. Aiden had to unpack because he was already.
Oh.
He looks like he got punched in the face.
Dude, it just hits so fucking hard. The 3 dot's insane. I don't know if this is what 3 is like. The 4 is just the 4 is not for me,
What does it feel
The floor
like?
isn't for us.
dude. It's like, dude, do you feel like it's kind of like doing Nangs?
You've done Nangs?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You don't want to die of a cold. Toll free.
You were sizing up a couple sheep.
We thought they'd escaped because the fences in the house are still on either side of us at this point. We're like, these are 2 escapees. We're just going to sort of sidle
can't with that
past them
cup.
against the houses.
Yeah.
We don't want no trouble. We're going to roll our cases as close as we can to the wall and just slide past them, which is what we did. And then we get about 50 meters forward, and there's a pack of 5. and they're making more noises. But now we have the 2-pack behind us have started following us. So turning back isn't really an option. We're in a corridor.
Yeah.
Flanked.
Yeah.
They're like, what do you got for me?
How many sheep do you think you and Josh could have taken?
Well, that's what we were having this conversation.
Yeah, in combat.
3-pack, good.
Yeah, you're not having it as a fun experiment with your friends. You're having it as a life or death situation.
One ram and it's over.
Yeah, I think 1 ram and it's like one of us is you got to trade a guy out almost.
Only one.
Aiden gets thrown to the fucking field.
Yeah.
Only one of Pippin and Mary is making it back to Pontins if there's a ram.
Yeah, so we keep walking. There's a 5-pack, and at this point we're committed.
Yeah.
So we just start like hustling. Like I'm carrying my suitcase instead of rolling it, and I'm ready to I have my bag in front of me to potentially push them off.
That's crazy.
And we get past this pack, and then the houses stop and the fence stops, and we're just in a paddock. And we're like, well, that's how they escaped, is that the fence just ends, and there's hundreds of sheep, and just this path in front of us that we have to walk. And other than the path, it's just sheep shit. You can barely see the grass. And so we can sort of see the road ahead, and we just start hustling.
Are they all making
Yeah, it's
That's what you
loud.
kept saying. You said it was
It's
angry.
loud.
You said it was like deep.
It's like a chorus. It's like when you're around that much animals. I don't know if you guys ever have been out there, but they just kind of murmur at each other.
It's exactly like Minecraft.
It actually really is. Minecraft nailed that shit. You're his beautiful spit girl.
I'm on cue.
You're my spittoon.
But okay, so I don't know if there was another step to this journey, but it's fucking pitch dark out. Keep in mind, the main thing is we know you guys don't have data, which by the way is fucking insane. For the two of you to walk pitch dark through English countryside with basically no internet is already insane because you chose to
This is our
left.
American
You
conditioning.
chose to left at to leave at 1:15.
I come alive in these scenarios.
Keep in mind,
everything else is just waiting.
We're rooming. Me and Slime are rooming with Josh and Miles, and
Yeah.
we're just wondering, dude, where are they?
Yeah.
And we just we make sure that we send a message earlier in the night. We tell them their room number. I'm sleeping next to the door so I can hear a knock because the way the doors are fucking here, you can't leave the doors unlocked. Even they forcibly
so
lock.
you can't stay an extra night at Pontins for free.
Yeah, they
And
don't
so
want
the
that. They
Chuckles
wouldn't
can't
want
pay you
that
a visit.
25 pounds that they've been scammed out
your
of.
door can't be unlocked?
No,
or locked?
cannot be unlocked.
Mine can't be locked. So mine's the opposite. So,
that's
so
nice.
I've just been leaving my room unlocked the whole time.
The rooms
So
in
you
this
chose
place are so
unlocked.
inconsistent. Some of the rooms have bugs. Some of them have black mold.
We have black mold in the
Some
shower.
of them have meters. Some of them don't have water heaters at all.
Mine has some mystery crud. I haven't figured out quite what it is.
While he's getting these out, let me contextualize. We met Miles. It was actually he came here in 2017 to SoCal to grind Melee. And from Australia, after grinding poker a bunch, saved up a bunch of money, and you came here I want to be the best. And then you came to SoCal, where you thought was the best place to stay and grind. And so you came here. You needed a place to stay. You stayed on the floor of a place called Final Destination Cards and Games in Carson, California. And then you were like, I need a place to live, actually, though.
I was homeless for a little while.
You posted on the page, SoCal Melee. You said, hey, I need a place. And then Nick was like,
And
hey, man.
the same week, one of my roommates disappeared.
Yeah, just
out
without
of thin
a
air,
trace.
disappeared, and didn't call, didn't pay any more rent. We didn't hear from him at all. And I was like, I need a fucking roommate. And then Miles posts, I'm looking for a place to live. I can pay rent. In SoCal, and I was just like, let's do it. We met up at a Mayhem, and we made sure
We met up
clicked.
at a tournament, and Nick was like, "Do you want to come check out the room?" And I came and checked out the room, and I
Yeah.
never left.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
And then later on, because I would hang out with everyone in that house, I would meet Miles. We went to our first tournament together. It was Gooms' tournament in Culver City, which lasted for 3 weeks. And we went, and we were in the back seat with V-Money. V-Money talking a lot of shit.
Oh no.
Me and
You-
Miles, I'm like, this guy's funny. I like this guy. We end up bonding. That's really nice.
That was
And-
cool.
And then we end up being friends. And then we end up meeting Dawson, who runs Power 9. The three of us are like, hey, remember Bad Melee is a podcast I used to do for Melee stuff? It went a little hiatus. I was like, we'll bring it back. We'll have Jet, who runs the stream here, do the camera. We'll do it live, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, and there was like a weird. I have this feeling with some people that when I meet them, I just know that we're gonna be friends, and it happened with you. And I remember talking shit in the power night. Remember we used to say Dawson's bits were really chill.
Yeah,
We-
yeah,
we-
chill bits.
Yeah, chill bits.
Yeah.
And the three of us talking, I was like, this is cool. And then you had the wherewithal and the foresight to be like, let's involve microphones.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I put it out. I put out the bat signal. It was on stream at a Power 9. We were commentating, which are great fucking tournaments. And I was like, I will only bring back the podcast because, you know, the old heads would clamor for it. I said, I'll only bring back the podcast if I get 100 dick pics in a row. And some guy collected 100 pictures of dicks and DM'd me on Twitter. And I was like,
it's like a majority whip. He got like all the dicks.
yeah.
He did.
I was pissed though because I was
Brought
like,
up all the dick pics.
Yeah.
I was just like, well, these are just other people's
Come
dicks.
on, we need 2 more
Counts.
votes.
But I did say, that's right, I was like a man of my word. And then the next week, we put it together. And then...
Imagine that guy didn't put the
Thanks,
work in.
guy.
Honestly, it might not have happened.
None of it might have happened.
And nowadays, I don't need that sort of motivation, so don't fucking think about it. But yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a little concerned at like past 1 a.m. because they're still not back. We haven't heard anything from you guys. And I'm sleeping near the door in case you guys make it tonight. So I wake up. And at like fucking 2:45, 3 a.m., slam. I'm fucking hearing the knock. And I'm like, oh.
I'm surprised
God.
they even found out what room you're in.
So I get up,
Yeah, he had to get service.
open the door. You two are there. And it's like it's the middle of the day. You guys are so riled up and loud, and you guys are like you're speaking like you're fucking manic, and you're like, he's pissed out, the fucking sheep.
I couldn't Google how to kill a ram.
What about the ram? We didn't know about the rams. And I'm like, what's wrong? What's going on?
And like we're still trying to wrap our head around this place at this point. So Aiden's like not 100% sure if you're real,
Yeah.
or if you're one of the statues that has come to life.
Like,
I
we
think-
only saw a piece of Pontins, and then all this happened.
We arrived here at nighttime, so we got the creepiest like entrance of this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like worried it's 2 animatronics at the door about to fucking kill me. and then Josh, it doesn't even wait. You're like barely explaining the sheep because you're not telling what happened. You just keep saying how many sheep there were. So I don't understand what's happening. And then Josh is like, "Do you think the venue's open? You think we could go practice right now?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What? It's like 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m. on Friday morning, Thursday
So
night."
before we left the hotel that Zane's at, the bartender comes over to us and he's talking to us because he's having to hold the reception open. We're in the common room, and he's like, Ripple just kicked off. I've been believing this crypto coin forever. Everyone said I was silly and it kicked off. And the bar's closed. So I'm like, dude, that's awesome. We should celebrate with you giving me another wine after the bar's closed. And he's like, yeah, let's go.
You took his joy from a
Yeah.
cryptocurrency
Yeah,
and
yeah.
earned a new wine.
Yeah. And he gave it to me for free as well.
Dude, that's
It was
crazy.
nice. I profited off Ripple in a way.
They call Ripple a Ripple a schizo coin.
But-
which they do. They call it Ripple schizos.
It's like the level, that's the 3 dot. 2 dot is the shit coin.
3 dot is like
schizo
banana coin, schizo, Ripple.
And 4 dot is just like sending a telegram bank wire to a random guy in Russia.
Yeah, and hoping you get more back later.
Anyway, so Caitlin's like, why are you drinking so much wine? I'm like, I need to get loaded up for this walk. Well, we were saying the whole time that there's a clown at Pontins, or Pontins even, and if we get buzzed, he won't be able to feed off our fear.
Yeah, he can't detect you. Also, in the church, there's a bunch of discarded ribbons to save your game, but none of them work. It's just truly like it's like an inversion of all the video games we've ever played, but it's real and you can touch it for real.
It's like the church looks like it's one of the buildings in Outlast.
Yeah,
in Outlast
it's
2.
crazy. We're looking at the steeple right now. We're looking at Christ.
Hello, and welcome to Child News Network. I'm here with 3 children I found in the street today.
I'm a child.
Hi, man.
What's up?
Where's the candy?
Where's my mom?
My special selfish insert here is that because I wasn't around with you guys back then, but I actually met Miles in 2016 at a tournament in Australia in Perth, which is also coincidentally the only time you've been to Perth.
It is.
So do you think it's good?